Presentation on motives for using international financial market presented by Ranjit S. MCom Final MPM Government First Grade College Karkala. International Financial Market. The international financial market is the worldwide marketplace in which buyer and sellers trade financial assets such as stocks, bonds, currencies, commodities, and derivatives across national borders. International financial market is place where the financial assets such as stocks, bonds, currencies, commodities, and derivatives are bought and sold across the national border or internationally. For example, India can buy and sell the securities of all over the world. Motives for using international financial market. Several barriers prevent the markets for real or financial assets from completely integrated. These barriers include tax differentials, tariffs, quotas, labor immobility, culture differences, financial reporting differences, and significant cost of communicating information across countries. Nevertheless, the barriers can also create unique opportunities for specific geographic markets that will attract foreign creditors and investors. Several barriers prevent the markets for real financial assets for completely integrated. These barriers include tax differentials, tariffs, quotas, labor immobility, cultural differences, financial reporting differences, and significant cost communicating information across countries. For example, barriers such as tariffs, quotas, and labor immobility can cause a given country's economic conditions to be distinctly different from others. Investors and creditors may want to do business in that country to capitalize on favorable conditions unique to that country. The existence of imperfect markets has precipitated the internationalization of financial markets. A motives for investing in foreign markets. First one, economic conditions. Investors may expect firms in a particular foreign country to achieve more favorable performance than those in the investor's home country. For example, the losing of restrictions in Eastern European countries created favorable economic conditions there. Such conditions attracted foreign investors and creditors. Economic condition is different in every country. Here the investors expect that if I invest something in a foreign market where the economic condition is favorable, then simply invest in our home country. Exchange rate expectations. Some investors purchase financial securities de- denominated in a currency that is expected to appreciate against their own. The performance of such an investment is highly dependent on the currency movement over the investment horizon. If a currency expected to appreciate in the future, then it is advantageous for investors to purchase security in that currency because in future currency will appreciate and then give a greater return. International diversification. Investors may achieve benefits from internationally, diversifying their assets portfolio. When an investor's entire portfolio does not depend solely on a single country economy, cross-border differences in economic conditions can allow for risk reduction benefits. A stock's portfolio representing firms across European countries is less risky than a stock portfolio representing firms in any single European country. Different countries have different economic conditions and resources, which help the investors to reduce the risk associated with a single country. For example, if I invest all my money in the Indian economy and if the economy fall in the near future, then I lose my entire investment. Suppose if I invested my money in different country, then if some part of my investment goes down because of fall in the Indian market, at least a part of it will be safe because of investment in international financial market. Motives for providing credit in foreign markets. Creditors, including individual investors who purchase debt securities, have one or more of the following motives for providing credit in foreign markets. First one, high foreign interest rates. Some countries experience a shortage of loanable funds, which can cause market interest rate to be relatively high even after considering default risks. Some countries have a shortage of loanable funds, so it causes the rate of interest will be high. So the foreign creditors take the chance to gain the advantages from higher rate of interest in the market, and they will provide capital to the overseas market at the higher rate of interest rate. Foreign creditors may attempt to capitalize on the higher rates, thereby providing capital to overseas markets. Yet relatively high interest rates are often perceived to reflect relatively high inflationary expectations in that country. Exchange rate expectation. Creditors may consider supplying capital to countries whose currency are expected to appreciate against their own, whether the form of the transaction is a bond or a loan. The creditors benefits when the currency of denomination appreciates against the creditor's home currency. Here the creditors want to supply the capital to the countries who whole currency expected to appreciate in the future. The transaction may be in the form of bonds or loan. If the currency expected to appreciate, then only creditors will get benefit from supply of capital. International diversification. Creditors get benefit from international diversification, which may reduce the probability of simultaneous bankruptcy across borrowers. The effectiveness of such strategy depends on the correlation between the economic conditions of countries. If the countries of concern tend to experience somewhat similar business cycle, diversification across countries will less effective. The- When creditors invest his money in different countries, he will get benefits and also it reduce the bankruptcy across borrowers. Motives for borrowing in foreign market. Borrowers may have one or more the following motives for borrowing in foreign markets. First one, low interest rates. Some countries have a large supply of funds available compared to the demand for funds, which can cause relatively low interest rates. Borrowers may attempt to borrow funds from creditors in these countries because the interest rate charged is lower. Suppose if the two countries, India and China, assume that the rate of interest in India is 9% and in China 10%, so the borrower would like to borrow money from India because the rate of interest is charged in India is lower than China. Exchange rate expectations. Debtors may consider borrowing capital from countries whose currencies are expected to depreciate against their own, whether the form of the transaction on bond or a loan. The debtor's country benefits when the currency of denomination depreciates against the debtor's home currency. Borrowers want to borrow the capital from the countries whose currency are expected to depreciate. When the currency depreciates at that time, borrower will get benefits from borrowings. Conclusion. Thus, the common motives for either investing or giving credit or for borrowing funds, economic condition, interest rates, exchange rates, expectations, international diversification. Thank you.